everything's fine until you get punched in the face, right? I think Mike Tyson said that many, many years ago. Doing probate deals, and really any real estate deals for that matter, is not for the faint of heart. Those of you who are new to this, this is not an easy business. And don't let anybody convince you otherwise that this is an easy business. It's a great way to make a lot of money and have a lot of freedom, but it's not easy. So if anyone tells you it's easy, they're lying to you. All right, so hey guys, I'm Brad from ProbateHouseGuy.com. I am a real estate investor who specializes in probate and inheritance properties only. And I have a very unique way of getting probate and inheritance leads and deals. It's a little bit different than what most people know about getting probate and inheritance deals. I'm actually trying to find partners to work with across the country, both experienced real estate investors and real estate agents throughout the country to help kind of work some of these leads I get, because I can't be in all places at all times. So if you're interested in working together, go to ProbateHouseGuy.com, fill out the form. All right, so today I want to talk about everything's going good until you get punched in the face. So just the other day, we got punched in the face. It happens quite frequently, actually. We got punched in the face twice this week, but we were able to sort of recover, give a 1-2 punch back, and we got the deal back on track. And I literally just got the HUD sent to me just a minute ago, and we're closing on Thursday. So all is good on that front. Okay, the other deal though, everything was going fine with this deal until someone flashed a bunch of money in the seller's face. So we had this property under contract. Like I mentioned, it's a tear down house. It needs to be torn down. And we were buying it for essentially the value of the land minus the demolition costs, because we were planning on building a house on this property with a friend of mine who is a home builder. So we were going to buy this place, tear it down, and we were almost paying like retail value for the lot minus our demolition cost, right? So we weren't really getting the lot for a really, really good deal. But given the area and whatever, there was going to be enough margin in building a new house that the numbers made sense. So we put it under contract, right, with this particular seller, and everything was good. There were 2 heirs in the estate, brother and a sister. All was good. We were dealing with the sister because she's the executor, or she's the administrator of the estate, of her mom's estate. And we're doing, everything's going good, So we go get our soil tests and we get our survey work done, and we even get the current septic system inspected to see if we could maybe reuse some of the septic system, maybe the tank or the field lines or whatever. So we've got like thousands of dollars invested in this deal already. And literally the day that we leave the property the other day, the septic people were over there doing their inspection. They leave the property. And all of a sudden, later on that day, some guy shows up at this house. Mind you, one of the heirs is actually living in this house, which, like I told you, it needs to be like condemned. It's a teardown, right? But he's living in this house temporarily. Kind of a hippie sort of camper guy. So really, to him, like, he's used to living in a tent in the woods. So like, it's fine for him, right? But for the average person to be like, I don't want to live in that place. So he's living there. All of a sudden, some guy shows up to the house and offers him a ridiculous amount of money for the house. Doesn't even make sense. Because if you were to go buy a lot in that immediate area that's cleared, that doesn't have a tear down house on it, just an empty lot ready to build, would be worth about $25,000 less than what this guy offered this guy for this house. It doesn't make any sense at all. Seems very, very sketch. Plus this whole story and the whole thing just seems really, really super sketch. And the sister that we were dealing with was like, yeah, I don't think this is legit. Like, this seems really weird to me. But she's like, I don't have the time and energy to deal with my brother right now. I don't want to fight with him. So we're going to have to sort of put this deal on pause for a little while until we figure this out. And I said, well, hold on. Whatever you do, get the offer in writing from this other guy. I'd be happy to review his offer or his contract for you, make sure there's no crazy out clauses or anything in there. Like, what he's offering you sounds too good to be true. And usually when something's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. So I'm like trying to sort of still help her out here. And she's totally on board with us. But her brother all of a sudden changes his tune. When we were there the other day, when they were doing the septic inspection, he was like, yeah, I'm going to go do this and go do that. As soon as closing happens, I'm moving here and going there, and I'm traveling here and there, and telling us about all the things he's going to do. And then all of a sudden, 2 hours later, he's like, screw you guys. This guy offered me way more money, and money talks, and It's like, dude, that's not real, man. That offer is not real. So sometimes in this business, things like that happen. Stuff comes up. And in this case, some person flashing some ridiculous amount of cash in their face, which doesn't even make any sense. I still don't I have a sneaking suspicion as to what he plans on doing with the property, which is not legal at all. But I think that's why maybe he's offering money for this, and it has to do with, let's call it farming. And I have a sneaking suspicion that's what this gentleman's going to do with this house. Because no, that's the only logical thing that makes any sense. Every other scenario doesn't make any sense at all. So sometimes these things are going to come up. So this business is not forgiving. These things are going to happen, and you have to make sure that you have a pipeline full of deals so that you don't run into the situation where you're depending on this money and all of a sudden it doesn't happen. Because guess what? That's how real estate works. You're going to get punched in the face on a regular basis, and it's how you come out ahead of that that matters the most and determines whether you're going to be successful. So I wanted to share that story today. Again, I'm Brad with ProbateHouseGuy.com. If you're interested in working together, maybe being one of my strategic real estate agents or my strategic partners throughout the country, where you could basically get exclusive access to these leads and deals in your specific market in the U.S. Some markets are already taken. Be happy to have a conversation with you. You can go to ProbateHouseGuy.com, fill out the form there, and we'll be in touch with you. So thanks again for checking out this video. I'm Brad with ProbateHouseGuy.com. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.